So when you're the lone wolf building your own house, sometimes you have some aged wood, sometimes you have some new wood. I kind of call it a sunburn. You can kind of actually this one piece of lumber right here, that is a that's a 2x8 by that's a 16 2x8 by 16 up there. You can actually see part of it because I had it staged just in a pile. Part of it's got a sunburn right here and part of it doesn't. But yeah, you can you'll get some sunburn stuff. That's some underlayment up there, some roof underlayment that's blown off. So it'll be nice and fun at times. But anyway, talking about this gable end wall right here, I made a very simple shape as far as the footprint. It's one big rectangle. Okay, that's all it is. One big rectangle, but I'm adding dimensions onto it. So I added this giant dormer there, shed dormer on the back of the house. This right here is kind of the yard area. And then I'll just take a little 360 look here. Got crazy wind, so you got crap that blows around all the time, but it's actually not bad right here in this spot because we've got so many trees and all that good stuff. But so on this gable end wall here, this is kind of the finished product, sort of. It's house wrapped. I did all of this by myself, even the house wrap. Doing house wrap by yourself up there. This up here is 25 plus feet. Doing that crap by yourself, it ain't easy, but it can be done. It takes about 1,000 moves of the ladder and a whole lot of curse words. But it can be done. So what's kind of cool though, I did get fiber out here, and I got all my security cameras set up. So like when we first bought this property, there was no, like, you couldn't, there was no cell phone service. Like, you couldn't get a reception. And this is like with the good cell phone people. And then, like, as I started building, then I started knowing some people. So anyway, we got fiber, and they ran that fiber. It was so we are about, from this location, about 700 feet from just a gravel road. So this house is way back in here. And I got the fiber run just for the basic fee of like 150 bucks. They put it all the way down on that corner, which is where my garage is and all this other stuff. But yeah, so I got fiber, high-speed fiber, run all my security cameras. Anyway, that's a cool deal. Whenever when you're doing stuff by yourself and you're out here and sleeping out here and stuff, you want to protect your stuff, So, man, I got a camera. I got a camera on that tree right there. Okay, and if you move that wheelbarrow to drive in here, then that camera is going to go off and I'm going to know about it, and the cavalry is going to come. So anyway, that's a little bonus tip. But I'm on this end wall here. Let me show you what the other side's going to look like in the beginning stage. Okay, so this is the other side of the big rectangle. Okay, here's my little fiber box right here. I was just standing way over there by that trailer. So I come down here, big long rectangle. This is the other side of that shed dormer. All right, so getting onto this end wall here. So what I decided to do, obviously this is the garage here. What I decided to do was where this end wall here, this gable end wall here, comes down and sits on this top plate here, I decided to make that a 2x6 wall, so I have a bump out. And you probably noticed that on the other side. So it's a bump out. And the reason for that is, since this is just a giant end wall here, and we're not doing any stone or brick on this house. So we're gonna have 3 different types of siding, different looks. It's gonna be kind of cool. And the reason I did a bump out here is just to give it more variation. All right, so I'll kind of show you what the front's looking like. All right, got the big about 30-foot wide porch right there. So I got the front. I got the front dormer here, a normal gable dormer, and then the same thing over there. It's basically very dimensional. Everything's kind of a mirror image. All right, so even though it's a big long rectangle as far as the footprint of the house, I'm adding dimension as much as I can, and this just makes it easier on me. So I'm just using 2x6s. So I've got the beginning stages of this giant window. This is a 6x5 window, big giant window. Same thing that you saw on the other side. Got the beginning stages here of the framing, and these studs here are 2x6, right? And everything else on the bottom is 2x4. So that'll give me a little bump out there, and we're going to do a different siding, maybe like a concrete board look there, and then we're going to do a batten look on the bottom. And then we have the lap siding on the dormers. So if you can see that. But anyway, so the bump out here. So basically, I've got 2x6 studs all the way, and then I got the OSB up there on the other. I got it all done. I got all the OSB framing on the end walls, all my wall OSB, all that up in the air. And like I said, that's 25 feet plus there. So, it's not easy, but it can be done. And do have a couple good ladders. That's a 32 foot, and that's a 28, I believe, there once they're all extended out. But a whole lot of being careful, a whole lot of planning. What's nice about this house being a mirror image on both sides is when I go up there and all that's decked up there, I did that, all that quote attic / second floor is decked up there. So I'll just get up there, so right now I'll just get up there and I'll walk to the other end. I'll be like, okay, yeah, here's a pretty close measurement to this end. Boom, cut. So framing out this window here took like 1/10 of the time it did to frame out that other one, because I have basically my measurements on that other side. And so it really helps me out. So this part here, it's like having a template. The first side, took some time and all that good stuff. But that's it. That's the end wall. And I'll have my window here, and all that'll be studded in and closed in with OSB and then house wrap. And we're going to get pretty close to, well, we will be fully framed.